There's no way around it. You're going to have to spend money for adequate disaster preparation. However, the price may be lower than you thought, especially if you follow some of the tips in this video. There are three main ways to acquire emergency food in advance. 1. Buy MREs and food crates. 2. Buy food ready to eat at the store. Or 3. Purchase non-perishable items from the dollar store. While there are some items you may need to get at a larger store such as a Target or a Walmart, you might be amazed at how many emergency food items could be found at the dollar store. This will be the focus of today's video. The idea is to buy foods you would actually eat under non-disaster conditions and rotate them out. For this reason, be sure to use a permanent marker to date your items. Bear in mind you do not have to buy everything at once, especially if you're on a budget. A few items every time you visit the dollar store should quickly stock your emergency provision cache. Before we start, a few caveats. Caveat number 1. Most quick meals have drawbacks. They are not very healthy and are usually high in salt. The nutrition you require to keep healthy throughout the disaster require more than just quick meals. Caveat number 2. Boxed foods must be repackaged. Some goods may be fine, while boxes of food like mac and cheese will spoil in time. Caveat number 3. Repackaging dry staples is a must. You can't simply stock up on bags of rice and think you're covered for grains. Your dry goods will begin to spoil if you don't constantly rotate through your supply, which is difficult when you have a large stock. Dry commodities like grains, dry beans, dry fruit, etc. must be sealed for long-term preservation. Purchasing Mylar bags and oxygen absorbers is the quickest and cheapest way to accomplish this. Each food item should be placed into a separate Mylar bag with all or most of the air pushed out of it, and some oxygen absorbers should be added before the bag is sealed. The bags should then be placed in 5-gallon buckets. The Mylar bags guard the food against deterioration caused by air and moisture. The buckets offer defense against damage and pests, including during flooding. Instead of using larger bags, use 1-gallon Mylar bags. This makes getting to your emergency food simpler. Instead of opening up your entire supply and exposing it to spoilage, you only need to open a little bag if you need to get to something. Caveat number 4. Emergency foods must be properly stored. They can endure for a very long period of time if prepared and stored properly. Avoid storing in an area of high humidity or where water can seep in. Calculate the supplies your family will need to survive for at least 3 months. All that out of the way, let's go shopping. Most dollar-type stores will have plenty of canned vegetables in stock, with a wide variety of choices. And there's no need to deprive yourself during a disaster. Stock up on that hot cocoa. Coconut oil has many uses, from cooking to healing some wounds to chapped lips to even preventing nosebleeds. Fruit packs. Grab plenty of these. They'll last a long time and they're easy to rotate out. Make sure you have plenty of flour on hand, but be sure to watch the caveat section for packaging tips. Most dollar stores should have a good selection of canned fruits on hand. Grab a lot of these. Honey. Although pure honey will cost more, it will last a very long time. And don't forget the college staple, Vienna sausages. Very tasty. Be a little careful with this next one, milk. It won't last quite as long as the other foods on this list, but it should be good for a few months. Stock up on dried potatoes, especially the type that only needs water to prepare. Another college staple, ramen. At 50 cents a pack, they'll last a long time and you should be able to get quite a few of them. Important to point out, always try to get flip-top cans of food. Salt. Obviously you'll need this in your diet, so make sure you have plenty of it on hand. And by any other name, it's still Spam. Grab a few of these. Canned soups and stews should be good for a year or two. And while sugar is not the most important thing in your diet, you'll be appreciative of having it on hand. Tuna is a great nutritional source of protein, and if you can find the flip top, so much the better. From food preservation to cleaning, vinegar is an essential item to have on hand. The dollar store is a great source for 1-gallon jugs of water. Get plenty of these. And the one bonus tip that you cannot eat? You guessed it, toilet paper. Thanks for sticking around till the end. Please subscribe and hit that like button. Now get out there and make it a great day.